Good morning, this is Dusty. We're going to talk about a couple of more herbs today. So today we are going to talk about the herb Gotu Kola, and we're also going to talk about the herb Horsetail. So these are the two that I chose today. So let's start with Gotu Kola just because I want to. So Gotu Kola, I like it. It's an herb that I personally use all the time. I've had a lot of people over the years ask, what herbs do you use? Gotu Kola is one of the herbs that I use really often. So I like Gotu Kola for a few different reasons. I like it because it helps to increase blood flow and circulation, and I don't feel like you can get too good a blood flow and circulation, so it's something that gets in there and helps to make sure that we've got things going where it needs to go. And it likes to circulate stuff up in the upper extremity area too, so it's really good for brain function. It's good for memory, it's good for mental alertness, it's good for brain function, it's good for recall. And so if you've got somebody who's struggling to just have good mental acuity and good focus, Gotu Kola is a nice herb. And if you've got somebody who's having a really hard time with recall, or they can see it in their mind but they can't answer the word, I think Gotu Kola works really nice for that too. So it gets in here and it helps to increase blood flow and circulation. That way we've got better cognitive function, and to me that's really important. Like life's busy and it's long, and I say that all the time, so if we can do something that's not harsh on us, that's going to help to keep our brains going, that's a win for me. Gotu Kola also likes to increase blood flow and circulation in the lower extremities too. So you'll see it a lot in circulation formulas for that. So it helps to get in there and get that blood flowing really good. And so if you've got somebody who has maybe some spider veins or some varicose veins, we know that their blood flow is impeded, so we want to get that going, and then that way we know that those little veins and capillaries have better blood flow action going on. And if you have somebody who's got like swelling, if they're sitting down all day, or if they're standing up all day and their feet swell or their ankles swell or their lower legs swell, Gotu Kola might be a good herb for that, because again, we know that it's increasing blood flow and circulation. And whenever that kind of stuff happens, there's probably more than one thing going on, but a lack of blood flow is definitely something in there. And then you also see the Gotu Kola a lot in beauty products, and so I see it a lot in things that are going to help with anti-aging effects, because it does have a really good effect on the endocrine system. So yeah, I see it a lot externally used, definitely for beauty type stuff. So I've used it in some anti-aging stuff myself, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I feel like it works pretty good. I think that I'm always about consuming the herbs, but using herbs on the skin work great, because our skin absorbs everything that we put on it, so it's really nice for us to put something like that on there. The next one we're talking about is Horsetail. So Horsetail is a really nutrient dense herb. Horsetail has a lot of vitamins and minerals, but it also has a really high silica content, and so to me that means a few different things. First off, I'm going to say high silica in a body correlates to strong bones in a body. And what they've noticed is they do these studies, and there's this process in the body called transmutation, where whenever the body needs to take silica, it can take it and put it in the bone, and that makes strong, healthy bones. And they can tell the people with the higher silica contents in the body heal bones quicker than the people without it. So that right there in itself is really good, and I think that that's a positive for everybody, period. But also whenever ladies are getting a little older and they're going through menopause, and we know that their bone density might be making its way on the opposite side, Horsetail might be an herb that we could get in there that's going to help along with like muscle bearing weights, lifting weights and stuff like that, help to maintain some good density in the bones. The high silica content is good for the hair growth, and it's also good for skin, teeth, hair, nail, and the bones, like we said. So you see Horsetail all the time in hair formulas. So you could do it in a tea, you could do it in a tincture. I make a hair tonic that's in a tincture, and I also make a Luscious Locks tea blend, and I put Horsetail in both of those, because why wouldn't I? It's really good for it. So that high silica content and those high minerals are really important for good hair growth and good skin and nail growth too. So the thing about hair is you don't have to have hair to be healthy, right? And so if we want to have some good, strong, healthy hair, what we need to do is give the basic building blocks to have good, strong, healthy hair. And horsetail is one of those herbs that's going to help in that realm. And another thing that the horsetail works really well in is urinary support. So it has a natural diuretic effect, and a diuretic gets in there and flushes excess fluid accumulation in the body. And so the horsetail does that by helping to stimulate the kidney and the bladder to flush off that extra fluid. The cool part about using horsetail as a natural diuretic is nature is perfect. And what happens is whenever you use a diuretic and you're flushing out the extra fluid, you're also flushing out your electrolytes, your vitamins and minerals and things like that. But whenever you use something like the horsetail, you're putting that stuff right back in. So not only are we flushing out the extra accumulation of fluid that we don't need, but we're also adding back in the nutrients that we need to keep the electrolytes balanced and to keep the kidneys happy, because the kidneys have a huge role in electrolyte balance. That's one of the things that they do. So it's kind of like this perfect little setup there. But yeah, those are the two herbs that I wanted to talk about today. So again, we're talking about the Gotu Kola and we're talking about the horsetail. They are on my site, dandelionemporium.com. I'm going to link it up above. Just click right on there. It's going to take you right to my cute little site, and then that way you'll be able to buy the Gotu Kola or the horsetail. You can get them in the cut and sifted form, which is what I showed you, and that's the form that I use to make teas. And you can also buy them both in powders. So if you're preferring to maybe make your own capsules or put the powder in a little bit of liquid and drink it down, or say you even want to make like a tincture or a glycerite, you could use the powder to do that as well. But yeah, those are the herbs I wanted to talk about today. And if you like this style right here, then leave me a little heart or leave me a comment, and that way I know that I'm moving in the right direction. And I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all again soon.